And joining us to have a conversation on the back of the development is Sandy Kumi Sanitra. He is the chairman of the SSA University of Ghana chapter. Sandy, thank you for your time. You're welcome to the News Beat. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
So, how long have you actually been with government on this, your conditions of service?
Thank you very much, my sister, and lovely afternoon to all your cherished viewers. Yes, this is something that has dragged since 2021 as to today, 2024, September.
From 2021 till 2024?
Yes.
And what has been the government's back and forth responses?
Okay, so if I make progress, on the first item, that is the vehicle maintenance allowance, it forms part of the conditions of service of senior staff, which is currently under review. The review is dragging, and for that reason, we requested that, looking at how fuel price keeps on increasing astronomically, whatever is being given to us by government has eroded over the time, and for that reason, we requested that government should negotiate with us on that as quickly as possible to bring finality on that whilst we continue negotiations on the other items. Government respected this call. We negotiated, and over 3 months ago, we signed a memorandum of agreement between senior staff and government on the other side for government to start the implementation and payment of this allowance. As we speak, it has only been a voice for that end in sight. Government has not written the necessary letter from the Ministry of Finance to authorize our employers to pay us this needed allowance. This is what we think it is not fair, and it is bad faith on the part of government, because whilst we keep on negotiating for good conditions of service, if even the existing ones are being deteriorated and nothing is being done, then what is be the interest of senior staff to continue to negotiate whilst there will be no implementation? That is why we have embarked on this strike. The second one has to do with the release of our Tier 2 funds from January 2024 to September 2024, which are funds that are sitting with government and are not being released to our fund managers for them to trade with it to get the needed interest so that they can equally pay to us when our members are retiring from the university. The last one has to do with the interest computation of a previous deductions that were made by government, and per the NPRA Act, government is supposed to pay compound interest and a 3% penalty, which government has been adamant on that, and we've been knocking on the doors of government since 2021 that these funds were released to our fund managers, and still we don't see any end in sight. For these reasons, this is what has compelled us to embark on a nationwide strike from today in all public universities.
So with these details you've provided, how does it hinder your work without government, meeting its part of the agreement?
Well, as I said, these are monies or funds or allowances given for government for us to subsidize our movement, as in vehicular movement from our various destinations to the campuses of the universities to work and give out our best to the university and to help Mother Ghana grow. So once we are not getting the commensurated allowance vis-a-vis the current hike in fuel price, we believe that it is long overdue, because the meager salaries that we are receiving, we can't also use that to buy fuel and continue to work to give our best to government of Ghana.
So the conditions of service, the economic situation is actually limiting you with what you're benefiting now. But with the strike that you're calling for, what's the nature? How long is it going to be? Is it indefinite? What exactly? Do you have a time frame?
As I said, we have an agreement with government. So all that government has to do now is to authorize the Ministry of Finance to write to the various stakeholders to say that, yes, we are respecting the agreement and the approved rate has to be paid. On the Tier 2 computation, as I said, the Act is clear. The Act has stipulated how, when government or any employer defaults in remitting the Tier 2 deduction beyond 2 weeks, what the law says. So government has to just go by the law and pay us, and we are good to go. When it comes to the other outstanding Tier 2 deductions, those monies are in the coffers of government. So government has to just release it to a fund manager, and there will be no issue for us to continue to prolong the strike again.